I declare this congregation of the University of Sussex open. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you formally to this graduation ceremony. A warm welcome to our honoured guests, friends of the university, and to our faculty members and those representing the professional services here at Sussex. But my warmest welcome is to you, our graduands, and the families and friends. And also to those who couldn't make it here in person and may be catching this via live video stream. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, or if you're watching in the middle of the night, nice pajamas. It's a beautiful day here in Brighton. The sun's out, the beaches are full, just like it is 364 days of the year. Sussex University was founded on modern, outward-looking principles, a forum that encourages unconventional approaches to problem solving and embraces concepts and experiences from different backgrounds, cultures, and belief systems, realizing that invention and innovation doesn't ally itself with any color or creed. Utilizing these principles, students from Sussex have gone on to high achievement in the arts, in politics, commerce, science, and other fields all around the world. So in that light, we are particularly proud to be welcoming graduands representing over 85 different nations at these ceremonies. But back to you and today. Today marks a watershed in your life story so far. The volume marked the academic years. Some of you will be going on to further academic study, but for the majority, the conclusion of this ceremony will bring to a close your formal education. A story that began all those years ago on that first day of nursery or kindergarten, when you cried with confusion as your parents abandoned you, and they pretended to cry and went home and had a party. Through all those years of early school where you brought home your art, splodges of misshapen paint with bits of glitter and cotton wool that your family treated like it was a Jackson Pollock and stuck on the kitchen wall. And over the years, you continued to bring home these pastel abominations, and it's safe to say that your family treated them all like a load of Pollocks. Then came the joy of the teenage years. Growing bones, hormones, sarcastic tones, mobile phones. And then came the pressure of all those exams that would determine your future. Partying too hard, drinking too much, not enough sleep, relationships, rejection, confusion. And then came Sussex. And more of the same. No, of course not. You came to Sussex and it was gentle study, juice bars, chess clubs, knitting classes, and occasional ice creams on the beach. I suppose what I'm trying to highlight here is the momentous journey that you've already been on. I know that many of you would have had to dealt with plenty of challenges to get here, dealing with financial debts, loss of loved ones, illness, juggling personal responsibilities, and yet you prevailed. You did it. You're still here. And we're still here too. Although these continue to be uncertain, austere times, Sussex looks forward to dealing with the challenges of remaining competitive, relevant and appropriate on the world academic map. In this last year, a survey in the Daily Telegraph found that Sussex students are most likely to be thinking and working on their future careers early in their studies. Sussex scientists have launched the B app so we can better understand and reverse the trend of their demise. And Sussex academics have developed the Mappiness app to build up a map of where and when people are at their happiest. For me, it was the Caribbean, 2001, but since I'm married now, I can't really say any more for legal reasons. Now, you're probably thinking, can you please stop talking now so we can get on to the Vice-Chancellor's address and the ceremony? All we want to do is to get across this stage without losing our hats and tripping over and landing in the lap of someone in the front row. And what a choice of laps you have here today. It's like the sequel to Les Miserables. Les Miserables 2. A little more miserable. On a technical note, you actually haven't got your degrees yet, and you getting one may just depend on how much love you show me when you come up here. No love, no degree. I think that's clear. It's always a privilege for me to be at these occasions. It never gets tiring. It's incredibly innovating to be in a room with so much achievement, so much potential, and so much hope. And also, what a great day for the families. It's always wonderful that there's lots of children here and grandparents and stuff like that. And I know that, you're looking out for the moment that your loved one crosses the stage. And for me, you will become my loved ones as you cross the stage. It's a wonderful thing for the families to be here. So family and friends, on that note, feel free to whoop, applaud, and make some noise, and generally embarrass your loved ones as they come up here. I like to think of it as payback time. Graduands, this is a celebration, so enjoy the day. I call upon the Vice-Chancellor to address the congregation.
Chancellor, Madam Mayor, graduands, Les Miserables, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, Chancellor. This is a bit of a slow start. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Fantastic, thank you. It's a real pleasure to add my welcome to this summer graduation ceremony. Graduation is a highlight of the academic year, and the time when we on stage and you, family and friends in the auditorium, can truly indulge in your success. Although graduation has its formal aspects, and you may have noticed that we have made a bit of an effort and dressed up for the occasion, as the Chancellor has said and indicated that it is a time to relax, have fun, and we mean this. Do all you possibly can to embarrass your loved ones as they run, walk, trip, dance across the stage. In fact, we actually measure the noise that you create during these ceremony, and we rank you over the whole of the graduation period. But before I get into the main business of the day, I thought I just should say something about the university. Sussex has had a good year, despite having to tussle, like all universities, with the massive changes that are occurring in response to the government's approach to funding of higher education. During the last 3 years, Sussex has grown in size by about 1,000 students a year. The university continues to be a popular destination for UK, EU, and overseas students. And it's not surprising, therefore, that we are graduating more students at these summer ceremonies than ever before. Well over 2,500 of you during the next few days. Great number of nations are represented at these ceremonies, approaching 100, and a wide spectrum of ages. I think the youngest is 19 and the oldest 77 years of age. Formal education is now something that extends across at least 6 of Shakespeare's 7 ages of man. We're currently preparing the next strategic plan, which will guide our development over the next 5 years. And we strongly believe that the university should continue to grow, a view endorsed by the university's Senate and Council. And why do we think that is right? For me, there are 3 main reasons. Firstly, we believe that the Sussex experience is still distinctive, and we want more students to share that experience with us. But as our student numbers increase, our academic faculty, our lecturers, professors, teachers and researchers will also grow. For example, in the last 5 years, we have recruited more than 50 additional new professors and promoted a similar number of our own academics to become professors in the university. This will support our ambition to expand the university's research capability and ensure that we continue to compete in the global research community and be certain that we keep our place in the world's top 100 universities. Finally, being larger, we gain some benefits of scale, which includes financial resilience. and this has never been more important in this economically uncertain world. We've had a busy year. We've continued to celebrate our 50th anniversary with overseas events in the USA, China, and Hong Kong. We've raised more than 3/4 of our £50 million 50th anniversary campaign target and continue to invest in the campus estate. I'd like to tell you about some of our other successes during the past year, but one of the things I've learnt since coming to Sussex is that people seem to like me better the less I speak. So we've put together a short film which illustrates some of the highlights of the year. Special thanks to Rob Reed, Carrie Prue, and our communications team who were responsible for the video. In parallel with the growth in students and academic faculty, we're continuing to develop the campus to a quality that we believe will provide an unparalleled experience for our students and staff. As you saw in the movie, at the beginning of the year, we opened the new Jubilee building, the new home for business management, economics, and SPRU. We're refurbishing our theatre complex to create a new Attenborough Centre for Creative Arts and giving another of our newer buildings, the Freeman Building, a serious makeover to provide a new home for our rapidly growing School of Law, Politics, and Sociology. Both of these buildings will reopen in 2014. And we're not finished yet. We're planning to renew the Science Estate and planning more student residential accommodation so that we continue to ensure that future students will have a high-quality, affordable accommodation on campus. We're developing an investment plan for the campus of more than 200 million over the next 5 to 8 years. There are, however, some significant challenges ahead. We're all too well aware of the financial pressures faced by our students and very concerned that these pressures are only going to increase in the future. I'm particularly concerned now about the funding of master's programs and of postgraduate research. We've therefore created additional scholarships for Sussex graduates. The Sussex Graduate Scholarships are available to all Sussex graduates who achieve a first or a 2-1 in their undergraduate honours degree and wish to proceed directly to full-time postgraduate taught study at Sussex. In addition, we've created over 100 Chancellor's Master's Scholarships for UK or EU nationals who receive a first from a UK university. These initiatives, which are in addition to our international scholarships, are designed to show that Sussex, as a world-leading research-intensive university, is committed to retaining and attracting highly qualified, motivated postgraduate students, irrespective of their background. We're particularly proud of our first-generation Scholars Scheme that this year supported more than 1,000 students from families who have never had someone who's benefited from a university education. Many of us are still concerned that incoming students from overseas are regarded as immigrants by the Home Office and that the visa application process remains excessively bureaucratic and is acting as a major disincentive to potential applicants. We continue to make the case to the Home Office and the UK BA that our international students are not immigrants. We welcome you as highly valued guests, indeed paying guests. You make a vital intellectual contribution to our university and through your presence create a global community on campus. After graduation, we believe that you are our best ambassadors when you return home to your own country. And now a few words to our new graduands. You, our students, are the heart of the university, and quite frankly, without you, the university would not exist. Sussex has always strived to create a learning and research environment that encourages independent thought and hopefully allows you to leave the institution with more questions than answers. And finally, a few words to families and friends. Firstly, can I join the Chancellor in thanking you for the support that you have given your sons and daughters, your partners, spouses, and in some cases your parents and other family members during their time at Sussex, for it has helped make today a reality. Many of you will have made great sacrifices to help your loved ones get to this point today, and the university fully recognises the important role that you have played and offers you our sincere thanks. I hope that your experiences at Sussex have extended way beyond the limits of your degree and that they will have gone some way to prepare you for the future. Knowing the current challenges that recent graduates have had in getting appropriate graduate-level jobs, we have invested heavily in our careers and employability services, including a leadership accelerator program. And there are early signs that this investment is beginning to pay off, with more Sussex graduates getting jobs last year than the previous year. We are fully aware of the financial sacrifice that you have made to get here today, but remember in those darker, gloomier moments that the evidence is clear. UK graduates in the long run are happier, healthier, and wealthier than their peers who did not have a university experience. I also hope that you will be able to take our values such as freedom, tolerance, equality, social responsibility and honesty forward into the next stage of your life. I would ask you to remember the multinational community that you have created here at Sussex and build on those experiences as you go out into the wider world. Sadly, we still live in a world where poverty, catastrophe and conflict abound. We all have the responsibility to play our part to promote societal change, and I look to you and your Sussex experience to go out in the world and really make a difference. As you think about the new life that will begin to unfold when you leave the ceremony today, I would ask you to keep some time and space in your heart for Sussex. Remember, you will always be part of the Sussex family, and it is likely that we will need you in the future, perhaps more than you will need the university. You will, of course, be joining an illustrious group of alumni, many of whom have made major contributions to the worlds of politics, government, academia, the creative industries, business, international development, and so on. You name it, and you will find Sussex graduates worldwide changing lives and making an impact. Our alumni relations team will make sure that we stay in contact wherever you might be in the future. And for those families here today with previous generations of Sussex alumni as members, please call by at the alumni desk and say hello. Finally, let me take this opportunity again to say how proud of you we are and offer you our sincere congratulations. I wish all of you every good fortune for your chosen futures and hope that your experience at Sussex has gone some way to prepare you for the next stage of your life. My very best wishes to you all. I call upon the head of the School of Education and Social Work, Professor Brian Hudson.
Chancellor, I will now present to you graduates from the School of Education and Social Work. For the Diploma of Higher Education in Social Care, Gemma Keane. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Social Care, Bridget Bayar-Bazaar. For Social Work, Lauren Aburo. Jenny Asselin. Also awarded the prize for the student who achieved the highest academic mark, Natalie Batch. Suzanne Beasley. Nicola Bond. Lorraine Brown. Jennifer Cannon. Sarah Craven-Wardle. Laura Dean. Hannah Doherty. Amy Evans. Lucy Gardner. Zara Godber. Kerry Goldsmith. Abigail Gonzalez. Melissa Graham. Selena Hazelgrove. Tendai Holloway. Charlotte Huxtable. Paul Johnson. Victoria King. Volker Lauterbach. Gemma Lepelle. Janet Lewis. Helen McTeer. Karina McDowell. Rachel Milmore. Amanda Mumby. Natalie Payne. Linda Pedley. Isabel Perrin. Sean Phillips. Sophie Russell. Farai Sale. Sharon Shepherd. Kelly Smith. Amanda Soley. Helen Washington. And Casey Wilcox. For the postgraduate diploma in social work, Lucy Hill. For the degree of Master of Arts in Applied Social Care, Gillian Douglas. For Education Studies, Roisin Meredith. For Social Work, Cassie Atherton. Siobhan Barber. Jason Barnes. Carly Blackburn. Charlotte Bliss Moran. Also awarded the Joan Cooper Memorial Prize to the student who gained the highest marks and achieved a distinction in her dissertation, Janice Buss. Congratulations. Victoria Doggett. Christine Dolan. Robert Edworthy. Kimberly Georgiou. Sarah Golightly. Hannah Grinsell. Fiona Guyton. Also awarded the John Simmons Outstanding Achievement Award to the student whose progress and achievements have been outstanding in a particular way during the course, Sarah Handley. Well done. Jonathan Lennon. Leah Martini. Amy Prosser. Kelly Sheehan. Selena Stephan. And Lucy Wilkinson. Chancellor, I will now present to you for the degree of Doctor of Education, Fegan Arkin. Najwa Sabah-Ayam. Chancellor, I will now present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Kingsley Arcaful. Faraz Bougio. Simon Edwards. John Hyder Wilson. Geoffrey Kent. Sally Rabi. Chancellor, I will now present to you for the degree of Doctor of Social Work, Virginia Fenton. Chancellor, this concludes the list of graduands from the School of Education and Social Work.
I call upon Professor Richard Black, Head of the School of Global Studies, to present Baroness Una King.
Chancellor, Una King is a member of the House of Lords. She was appointed Baroness King of Bow in January 2011. She's a journalist, a broadcaster, writer, trade unionist, and political campaigner. She was only the second black woman in history to be elected to Parliament in 1997. Her career to date has been diverse and eventful, involving setbacks as well as successes. In her early career, Una was a trade union organiser representing low-paid workers and spent 5 years as a researcher at the European Parliament. She gained a first-class degree in politics from the University of York in 1990 and had a period of study that included a scholarship to the University of California, Berkeley, a place that some of our own students have also gone to. Elected to Parliament as MP for Bethnal Green and Bow at the age of 29, Una became a member of the International Development Committee of the House of Commons and set up the all-party parliamentary group on genocide prevention. She received a commendation from the UN Security Council's expert panel for her group's work on peacekeeping. Whilst in the House of Commons, she worked as a parliamentary private secretary in the Department of Trade and Industry, and helped change the law in 5 areas, including housing policy and equalities policy. Una lost her parliamentary seat in 2005 to George Galloway in a bitterly contested election. Not deterred, she returned to public life in 2007 as head of diversity at Channel 4, and from 2007 to 2009 as senior advisor to the Prime Minister on equalities at 10 Downing Street. In 2010, she ran again, unsuccessfully, for the Labour candidacy for Mayor of London against Ken Livingstone. Again, she bounced back, and in her first year in the House of Lords in 2011, she was nominated for Campaigning Peer of the Year. She now sits on the Lords Olympic and Paralympic Legacy Committee after a spell at the Adoption Legislation Committee. Una's skills, experience, and contribution go well beyond politics, though. Earlier this year, you might have seen her on ITV's Dancing on Ice, a programme she was voted off, again, after a dramatic skate-off in which she completed dancing to Queen's Somebody to Love, even after her partner dislocated his shoulder. You might also have read a recent interview in The Guardian, and I recommend this to all of you graduating in social work today, where she talked about how becoming the adoptive mother of 3 children, now aged 7, 5, and 20 months, had saved her life, and how having children was beyond magical. She has also published a political diary of her time in the House of Commons called House Music, which was nominated for Political Book of the Year in the Channel 4 Political Awards and was recently released as an e-book. And in an event at this year's Brighton Festival, Una kindly submitted one day of her diary, the 12th of May 2013, to the Mass Observation Archive held at Sussex. So, in honour of her many achievements, her ability to accept setbacks with dignity and stay true to her beliefs in the most difficult of circumstances, her campaigning on issues that matter to us in the Sussex community: genocide, international development, adoption, diversity. Chancellor, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of the University Honoris Causa, Una King.
By the authority of the Senate and the Council of University, it gives me enormous pleasure to confer upon you the degree Doctor of the University Honoris Causa. Many congratulations.
Well, goodness gracious. Sorry, I need to start the speech with Chancellor. That's what I've been told, not goodness gracious. Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, graduands and graduates. It gives me so much pleasure to be here today. Now, I know you're thinking, I bet every politician starts a speech saying that, and you'd be right. But let me tell you why I am genuinely, truly thrilled to be here today. It's not just that Sussex has such a fantastic heritage and tradition as a university, one of Britain's most progressive and radical universities. It's not just that. It's also because I missed my own graduation ceremony. I have no photos, not a single photo of me in, well, the hat that I've just slipped under the chair. You all look very good in your hats. No photos throwing them in the air. None of that. I am bereft, absolutely bereft. The reason being was I just thought I wasn't going to pay money to rent the gown. Right now, well, I just want to say that I got it wrong. You have spent your money wisely. Well done. I hope you don't mind if I am just blatantly a little bit sad today and I just pretend to be like one of you guys. Because the problem I had was, to be really honest with you, I didn't totally, completely enjoy my university experience. It was a fantastic university academically, absolutely amazing. It just wasn't really me. I had good friends at Manchester and Sussex. In fact, my best friend is here today who went to Oxford, but you know, what's the point in that? There's no point in that. I knew that wasn't going to work, but after a while I started to think, oh my goodness, I really should have gone to Manchester or Sussex. I should have gone to one of those two universities. And then it dawned on me, A, that Sussex has this extraordinary and radical heritage that's just right up my street, and B, Sussex is the sunniest place in Britain, so you'd be a moron to go anywhere else. So I've therefore spent a quarter of a century, because I'm 45 now, so it's sort of like 24 and a half years I've spent wishing I'd been as clever as you guys and chosen Sussex. And then today, finally, I've arrived. I have arrived, and I have got this from Sussex. So I genuinely, really am truly delighted to be here. Now, anyway, given that I missed my own graduation ceremony, I'm not quite sure what people like me are meant to say at events like this. So I've just taken a wild guess that it might be okay if I just do a couple of minutes on sort of life lessons, a little bit of wisdom, and just a couple of minutes on diversity and difference. So, starting with a little bit of wisdom, Confucius. Confucius said, the hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. Now, to be honest, it's actually statements like that that made me drop philosophy at university. But still, what is important is that you do find what you're looking for. To do that, you need to know what you're looking for. And I would suggest life lesson number one for me is that you find and develop your sphere of influence. Forget obsessing about what you can't influence and concentrate and expand what you can influence. Even if you begin with a spot as small as a pinprick, you can expand that influence. 2, be resilient. Resilience, that is the key, I think, to most things. And strength of mind is the only hidden weapon that most humans have, the only hidden weapon that is like a super powerful weapon, resilience. Number 3, be authentic. Fake is never good. It's never good. We all know that, but actually think about the number of times you are quite fake. One is quite fake, whether in social situations or for whatever reason. Forget fake. 4, be generous, but be wise with money. 5, be lucky, but create your own luck. Now, I did quote Confucius, and I guess the next person I'm going to quote isn't quite in that lineage, but, you know, Oprah Winfrey has her good points. And what Oprah Winfrey, I think, said one of the most intelligent things I've ever heard anyone say, which is that you can create your own luck, because luck is this. Luck is the intersection of preparation and opportunity. That is luck. There's no point having the opportunity if you haven't prepared. So you can be prepared, and therefore when the opportunity comes along, you have made your own luck. 6, and my last, I know 6 is not a round number, isn't it? I thought I might go on for 10, but no, it would be too boring. So 6, be open-minded, especially above all, about your own prejudice. Because we all have prejudice, that's not in doubt. The doubt is whether we have enough self-awareness to recognize the prejudice that every single human being holds within them. And that brings me on to diversity, because that really is the key point to understand. Diversity is about insight as much as tolerance. It's about inclusion as much as difference. And the bottom line is that diversity is about dealing with difference and valuing difference. And I guess I was very lucky as a kid. I didn't feel it when I was called half-caste or whatever other names there might be. Actually, not so much in the playground, but on the bus, go back to your own country, all of that. I didn't feel it, but actually I was incredibly lucky, because I had a black father and a white mother. And really what that meant was, because my families had such different backgrounds and experiences, it was almost like having a degree in bilingualism. It was being able to see into other people's experiences and minds. And there's one thing that illustrates this. My white gran, as a kid, you know, when I was like 6, 7, she said to me, "Now, Una, if you ever get lost, you go and you find a nice policeman, and he'll bring you home." You can imagine where this is going. My black family would say, "Una, if you get lost, run from the police. Don't go near them." My black family, literally, they took the attitude that the police will kill you. Now, they didn't just say this for no reason at all. My aunt, my African-American family from Georgia, my aunt had taken my uncle food when he was arrested with Martin Luther King and the Freedom Rides in Georgia. He was actually Martin Luther King's lawyer when he was arrested for the first time, my uncle. My aunt took them food, and the police there, she was 8 months pregnant, she arrived with food for the men, and the police just beat her down, and she lost the baby died. And so, you know, my family, there's a child that was never born, a cousin that I never had, that never existed. But what it taught me as a child is that you can have two completely irreconcilable views based on your own experience that are both true. Because my gran had only ever had great experiences with the police. They were sweetness and light to her. And so that's why sometimes irreconcilable viewpoints can actually both be correct, because we're shaped by our experience, and our experience is so diverse. So here's an example of irreconcilable views. A, it is a waste of money to rent a gown for graduation. B, it is wise to be here, to enjoy your graduation ceremony, and to invest in yourself, because you're investing also in your own influence. That's what being a Sussex graduate gives you, a sense of purpose to go out and to change the world. And if you can't change the world, although you can, because you're a Sussex graduate, but if you can't, you can at least quote Albert Einstein. He said, "Any fool can know. The point is to understand." I'm sure we all understand this, because it is a truly significant day today for everyone here. And I hope you understand now that I'm really not giving you a politician's blag when I say I am so delighted to be here and so grateful for this. Thank you very much for having me.
I call upon the head of the School of Global Studies, Professor Richard Black.
Chancellor, I will now present to you graduates from the School of Global Studies. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Anthropology, Ross Anderson. Charlotte Andrew. Nicole Asgar. Laura Bessick. Selena Burst. Patricia Ann Can. Kira Conlon. Jonathan Cross. Faye Darcy. Jason Daines. Elizabeth Dunk. Holly Foster. Emily Holm. Amy Illich. Theodore Jenner. Louisa Kenwood. Arlie McGuinness. Claire McCormick. Rasheen McCade. David Mullen. James Parry. Leah Remfrey Peplow. Holly Robson. Lucy Rollington. Georgina Scott, sorry. And Rosie Sims. Nicholas Spooner. Judith Swain. Naya Keha Tandon. Lucy Turner. Holly Van Dyke. Emmy Virgils. And Abigail Williamson. For Anthropology with a Study Year Abroad, Serena Flynn. Graham McDougall. Georgia Rigg. For Anthropology and Cultural Studies, Izumi Kershaw. Daisy Mumby. Steffi Platts-White. And Nina Ross. For Anthropology and Development Studies, Sian Bolton. Mungo Cullinan. Aruna Dahal. Francis Landreth Strong. Keridwen Lewis. Brian E. Martin. Nikita Raskovsky. Claire Rosser. Charlotte Stickland. And Naomi Welford. For Anthropology and French with Study Year Abroad, Hannah Bowman. Harriet Collett. And Sophie Hadlam. For Anthropology and Spanish with Study Year Abroad, Catalina Ribas Pierce. For Development Studies, Shireen Adlai Gadja. Natalie Bevis-White. Jonathan Bridger. Bethany Cordery. Almaz Kebede Gari. Amy Goodfellow. Freya Granger. Also awarded the Pramit Chowdhury Prize for the student with the best performance in international development, Susan Kent. Beth King Hall. Elisha Kine. Zoe Lake Thomas. Juliet Lusted. Madeline Marcatius. Anthony Marlowe. Rachel Masters. Mignon Mathy. Kerry O'Donoghue. Thea Parr. Nathan Rowe. Tara Shoham. Adam Steinberg. Arian Thompson. Victoria Walker. Samantha Wannop. And James Whale. For Development Studies with French, with Study Year Abroad, Rebecca Evans. And Jennifer Kite. For Development Studies with Spanish, with Study Year Abroad, Rachel Davey. And Robin Riddock. For Geography, Charlotte Babbs. Lorna Bayliss. Sarah Blunn. Nicholas Boone. Sophie Booth, Justine Buckley, Adele Cressy, Zoe Dawson, Sophie Drew, Sarah Edwards, Hannah Evans, Tom Flatman, Harry Forshaw, Sarah Gifford, Amelia Glynn, Elizabeth Harris, Lucy Hawkins, Jack Hopkins, Luke Jones, Joseph Kaczynski, Kate Lockett, Rowena Maslin, Nia McDonnell, Joseph Magaji, Alexandra Naftel, Paul Neve, Catherine Newton, Sean Nichol, Joseph Parrott, Martha Pritchard, George Rogers, Abigail Sancto, Emma Shirley, Rebecca Spuffard, Robert Suckling, Francesca Thrower. Michelle Toogood. Florence Turner. Bridget von Frieden. Robin Whittaker. And Mark Wiseman. For Geography and Anthropology, Hannah Blakeston Lodge. Sarah McCann. And Zara Sumpton. For Geography and Development Studies, Jessica Bailey. Also awarded the Geography Thesis Prize for the Best Undergraduate Thesis and the Geography Prize for the Best Overall Performance on a Geography Degree Course, Julius Baker. Subira Björnsson. Emma Empson. Thomas Glover. Alice Jennison. Laura Kent. Hayley Pang. Gemma Rogers. Ignacio Valero Marti. And Holly West. For Geography and German with Study Year Abroad, Laura Dickinson. For Geography and International Relations, Alice De Palma. For History and Anthropology, Sarah Beebe. And James Tooley. For History and Anthropology with Study Abroad Year, Julia Jackson. And Olivia Jardine. For International Relations, Aliyah Ahmed. Aliyah Al-Ghussein. Sophie Baker. Christina Barcus Rubio. Maria Blay Rodriguez. Daniel Bridgman. James Buchanan. Margot Corradini. Karina Davis. Matthew Fay. Elliot Flitman. Albert Flood Mallinson. Jessica Forsyth. Francesca Garnons Williams. Greta Grekmalova. Alexander Harris. Fatia Issa. Dunya Kamal. Isaac Mason. Julia Matsia. Tawanda Mbawara. Pauline Olivier. Marina Pastor. Mark Pluck. Costanza Poggi. Jamie Jasmine Ritchie. Alice Slade. Sophie Smith. Marek Urik. And Christina Wintermeyer. International Relations with Study Abroad year, and also awarded the Val McNaughton Prize for the student with the highest academic achievement in international relations, Jack Clements. And Sophia Pavan. For International Relations and Anthropology, Jasmine Abdul Halim. Maya Katsis. And Ellen Fern. For International Relations and Contemporary European Studies, Data Bricane. And Philip White. For International Relations and Development Studies, Hannah Baines. Saya Derlewanger. Tasha Elul. Sophie Jenkins. Leanna Jones. Akasha Ligerwood. Adriano Merola. Nikki Mickelson. Dario Nardelli. Victoria Pelka. Yolanda Ray. Cara Shaw. Nina Taugbol. Lucy Travell. And Carla Trollope Davis. For International Relations and French with Study Abroad year, Gregory Brownlow. 4, International Relations and Languages, French and Italian, with study abroad year, Susanna Lampert-Mason. And Alejandra Rubio. For International Relations and Languages, French and Spanish, with study abroad year, Jennifer Ape. For International Relations and Languages, German and Spanish, with study abroad year, Paul Cluett. And for International Relations and Languages, Italian and Spanish, with study abroad year, Claire Rosenfield. For International Relations and Philosophy, Alexander Crumby. For International Relations and Spanish with study abroad year, Vanessa Faloye. And Matthew Wilson Eames. For Bachelor of Science in Geography, Lola Allington. Hannah Alsop. Liam Berwick Sayers. Carl Bourne. Holly Brooks. Elizabeth Castleton. Amy Collins. Hannah Cox. Bonnie Dennison. Heidi Edgley. Charles Gorton. Lawrence Hill. Chloe Jacob. Francis Landals. Jessica Lloyd. Abigail Peat. Also awarded the prize for the best undergraduate thesis in physical geography, Katie Powell. Amy Reeves. Adam Robinson. Shannon Scullion. Francis Scherer. Maximilian Tierney. Jamie Utley. Louise Wilson. Kate Wolstenholme. And Freya Young Jameson. Chancellor, I will now present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Maria Abranches. Ishan Kada. Adrian Duhalt Gomez. Neriman Denise Duru. Lauren Greenwood. Inej Hasselberg. Dorothea Müller. Alohewanse Elheo Amy Alge. Rachel Olsen. Maya Powell. Anna Stewart. Andrea Michelle Schgill. And France Wong. Chancellor, for my last time as head of school, this concludes the list of graduates from the School of Global Studies.
Chancellor, I present to you the graduates who were unable to graduate with their school earlier in the ceremony. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Economics and International Relations, Benjamin Lucas. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Economics, Hannah Ashmawi. Chancellor, you have now met all the graduates being presented to you at this ceremony, and the moment has come for the formal conferral of degrees of the University of Sussex. I therefore ask you to confer their degrees on those presented to you and to the other graduates who have indicated their wish to graduate in absentia at this ceremony.
It gives me great pleasure to formally confer degrees on all those referred to by the Vice-Chancellor. Congratulations, everybody. Well done. So that happened. That was by far the best ceremony I have ever attended this afternoon. Better than any other ceremony I was at just now. It was great, and thank you. Thank you for your warmth and your love. Undeserving, actually, in my case, but thank you. I'll take it anyway. Congratulations to everyone, including our honoris causa as well, Una King. Una, apart from being a trailblazer, I mean, for someone like me, who saw her not only as somebody achieving as a person of colour, but as a woman as well, both things that were inspiring to me as well. But in addition to that, and her dedication and her focus, I've also been fortuitous enough once to be invited to one of her parties, and boy, does she know how to party. Woo! Congratulations. Well done, family and friends, by the way. Some of you were truly embarrassing. You have my undying respect. But you know what? They may have been embarrassing in parts today, but they've been with you every step of the way. So I think tutors and staff, everyone on the stage, as well as students, a round of applause for the family and friends. As your time here at Sussex draws to a near close, we hope that you will keep us in your thoughts and in your hearts and remain connected to us as alumni. There are those present that have been associated with your success today that look upon these days with huge fondness and enormous pride, so please show your appreciation for your teachers, tutors and staff. They're looking just a tad less miserable, because we're nearly at the end. In closing the ceremony, the Chancellor of the University is supposed to say something inspiring or impart some wisdom. I don't think I could have put anything better than the way that Una put it, and Una said, really. I mean, those are the kind of touchstones of moving forward, I think, as a society. And also, I don't really find myself either inspiring or wise. So in that sense, I suppose you'll be all getting out of here a lot quicker than you thought. Although we have paid the rent on the room for another few minutes. So I might as well share some thoughts with you. It's just stuff that I've been thinking about recently, actually. If there are any good thoughts in there, then they're ones I've shamelessly stolen from other people. Una quoted Albert Einstein, and there's an Einstein quote that I really like, which is about creativity, that we're all creative beings. And Einstein said, logic can get you from A to B, creativity can get you anywhere, which I think is an important thing to remember, that we are creative beings constantly. I was filming last week, and there was a conversation that started on set, and I got to thinking about what makes someone remarkable, you know, what brings about that, what is heroic. And the dictionary definition of a hero is someone who's admired for having courageous or noble qualities. And I guess, you know, traditionally as you grow up and you read stories and stuff, it's people, you know, their military feats, they're seen as heroic. The person who rushes into a burning building to save someone, test pilots, astronauts, pioneers of one kind or another, doctors working in the midst of war, etc., etc. You can find your own examples for things like that. And I thought, okay, what was my instinctive image that came into my head when I thought courage? There were two, really. One was, it was the guy with his shopping bags on his way home who stood in front of the tanks at Tiananmen Square in 1989. It was just extraordinary and astounding. I mean, it was an ordinary guy who spontaneously did something that, you know, many of us would not be capable of. I'm not sure I would be. But the one thing that he did, and all those other, you know, heroes did, and they had in common, was that they made choices. It may have been instinctive, it may have been thought about, but there was a choice involved. And they took responsibility for that choice. They took responsibility for the outcome as well. And then we kind of like look at it and define it as heroic. And I thought, well, what if you're not in the military? What if you're not a doctor? What if you never pass a burning building in which someone needs to be saved? What if you never find yourself in front of a tank? Does that mean you can't be a hero? And I thought not everyone is meant to, you know, stand in front of tanks and be Alexander the Great or Gandhi or Mandela or, you know, whoever. So I thought, wait a minute, maybe there's a different equation here. Maybe that classic heroism is not just a matter of the right person, but it's the right circumstance and the right time. Those three things have to come together. And my second image, when I came into my head about the guy who stood in front of the tank guy, were my parents, and not them specifically, people like my parents, the billions and billions of people who get up and go to work, raise a family, and do that in a quiet, consistent, constant, fundamentally important way. And I thought, they make choices. They're making choices all the time, choices that not only, you know, shape someone, but shape the world, because there's a kind of knock-on effect. So it affects all of us. And those people who make those everyday decisions, like the people in this room, it's, you know, some of those decisions turn out well, some of them don't. But whatever the outcome, those people are there, ready to make another decision and to see how that goes. They come off the rails and they get back on again. And to me, that is life. Life is kind of like, you know, coming off of the rails, getting back on, coming off, getting back on. And all these people in this room, you know, come off the rails, but bloody hell, they get back on again and again and again, and they survive. And I thought, aren't they being the right people for the circumstance, for the time? in which case isn't that heroic? And apart from, taking responsibility for the decisions, the kind of courage, it's not even courage, is it? I mean, that's another thing. It's the ability to kind of look forward and make the next decision. I mean, I firmly believe that we are the sum total of our choices. Our choices are who we are. And what defines us is always, always what happens next, not what just happened to us. And if you choose to do nothing in life, then at least make that an active choice to do nothing. And don't be a child of fate, someone to whom things happen, because then you just become fashioned to other people's preferences and not who you are. Never be afraid to make mistakes. Just make sure each mistake is a new one. If you keep making the same mistake, then you're an idiot. Thomas Edison said, "I failed my way to success." And I kind of then started thinking about, well, what is success? What does success mean to me? I mean, for some people, it's making lots of money. For others, it's doing altruistic work. For some, fame, raising a family, achieving contentedness, whatever that is, work-life balance. Yours may be one of those things, it may be none of the above. I don't have a problem with any of the above. I don't think any of them are sordid as targets. If they are then accompanied by one other thing, and for me that's compassion. Compassion, humanity. I mean, I find successful people inspiring, and the one common element that for me those successful people have is compassion, is a humanity. They may be rich, famous, poor, unsung, innocent, cynical, but they all express their humanity and have done towards me in thought and in word and in deed. They do it not simply just to be nice, but it's more than that. It's being generous of spirit. It's making the effort to empathize, to listen, to give, and not for adulation, not for respect, but simply they're just expressing who they are as much of the time as they possibly can. Maya Angelou, the great American poet, said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget the way you made them feel." And then I thought, well, maybe that's it. Maybe the whole achievable point of being here is to connect, to try and understand others and thereby understand oneself, to show your humanity to one other person and therefore show it to the universe. And to me, then, in a word, you matter. Life is unpredictable. Roll with it. Move with the flow of the water rather than spend your life fighting against it. And accept that unpredictable isn't simply a byword for bad. You may be aware, Una was saying that, she thought I should have come to Sussex because she didn't have a good time where she went. I didn't have a great time where I went. And Sussex was my first choice when I applied, and I didn't get in. Apparently, my entry grades weren't good enough, so I took my business elsewhere, scraped through my degree, worked in jobs that I wasn't happy with, changed careers, and I waited. And I waited until all those who had prevented me from getting in had either retired, been deported, were in Guantanamo Bay, in prison, or became just plain dead, and I got in as Chancellor. My point being, unpredictability. Never waste an experience. If you're not enjoying something, then what are you learning from it? And if you're not enjoying it and you're not learning from it, why are you doing it? Stop and do something else. Sometimes the solution to a problem isn't right in front of you because it's not meant to be right in front of you. Sometimes it's just waiting behind your next mistake. There's a story that I really like about two mice who fell into a bowl of cream. True story, soon to be a film. Two mice fell into a bowl of cream and couldn't get out. And one just looked at it and just thought, this is ridiculous. No way, it's not worth the struggle, and drowned. And the other mouse struggled and thrashed and splashed and struggled until he churned all the cream into butter and then stepped out of the bowl. Sometimes the struggle is the solution. There's one thank you that I've just suddenly, it's come into my head that it's easy to kind of bypass. The signer. Thank you to the signer. Can I ask you something? Are you signing what I'm saying now? Yeah. Oh, okay. So do you have to sign anything I say? I think signers are really sexy. I do. I think it's a really sexy thing to do. I think it's so attractive. What are you doing later? I'm really tempted to say something in Hindi now. That'd just be right out of board, wouldn't it? But well done. Finally, a couple of suggestions for the road. You can take them or leave them. That's completely up to you. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so always listen twice as much as you speak. And finally, remember to have your 5 veg or fruit a day. This includes tinned stuff and raw stuff, but the slice of lemon in your gin and tonic doesn't count. Sorry. No, you all made choices to get here. You made choices in completing your course. You made the choice to succeed, thus bearing out David Bowie's line that we can be heroes, even just for one day. You're all amazing creative people. All you have to do now is to realize that and create that with every decision that you make. I leave you with a quote from Albert Camus. When you have once seen the glow of happiness on the face of a beloved person, you know that a man can have no vocation but to awaken that light on the faces surrounding him. In the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me there lay an invincible summer. Be creative, dream big, be passionate, never give up, spread some love. I wish you all happiness and good fortune in everything you do. I officially declare this graduation closed.